resist the love and affection of puppies, their hugs and kisses, their puppy breath, and the attention they shower on anyone, well, anything, and of course, their unconditional love. We are Puppies in Love and Animal Kingdom Pet Stores, family owned and operated for more than 40 years, and specializing in selling purebred and designer hybrid puppies at 5 Arizona locations.
Our number one goal as a company is to provide quality, healthy, well-adjusted companions to our customers.
That goal begins with breeder selection. So, where do our puppies come from? We buy puppies from 2 types of breeders. Hobby breeders, the smaller ones who have 4 or less breeding females on their property, and professional breeders, regulated by the federal government and inspected under the Animal Welfare Act. We screen our breeders thoroughly, and you have our solid commitment that they go above and beyond the regulations that govern this industry. Our breeders love, care for, and protect their puppies and their adult breeding dogs.
I'm not in this to make the almighty dollar. I'm in it to breed good dogs.
We keep toys and we play games, and everybody's handled, and some want their bellies scratched and some want their ears scratched. You have to get to know each dog.
There is so much joy and happiness raising the puppies, and the joy that you bring to people by supplying them with a member of their family.
We visit our breeders a minimum of twice a year, making on-site inspections of their kennels. This trip took us through the winding backcountry roads of Missouri to some of the country's finest breeders on sprawling acre ranches with state-of-the-art kennels, exercise and play yards that most dogs, even kids, would envy, and whose operations take dog breeding to a whole new level.
We want to make sure that the adults of these puppies are well cared for, exercised, and provided a quality of life that's above standard. We want to make sure that the kennel space and the environment is more than adequate. Many of our breeders we've been working with for 10, 20 or more years, and it's important to have that mutual trust that we work really hard to develop with our breeders just to make sure that they're doing the right thing.
Who are our breeders? We thought it best that you determine if they're doing the right thing. So we asked our breeders to give you this behind-the-scenes look at how and why they breed dogs.
The first 2 hours of my day is just walking and looking and picking up dogs. If I've got weaned pups, everybody has to be handled. It's not a very glamorous job sometimes, but you have to make sure that little butts are cleaned, that everybody has food and water, and then after that, making sure that the facilities are clean.
Misty's parents breed dogs here on the family ranch, where her dad built these play yards by hand.
The play yards that they built wasn't out of necessity, it was out of joy. My dad felt that the dogs needed to be happy as well as healthy, so he started building the play yards to ensure that they're enriched socially.
That social enrichment should begin at the time a puppy is born. Exceptional breeders, just like proud parents, dote on their babies.
There are people like us out here every day that are taking extremely good care of these dogs, that spend our lives with them, that spend our nights with them. I've had 4 litters in the last 5 days, and I have had no sleep for a week.
Other features we look for on these trips are wide open grassy spaces so the dogs can roam free, and 24-hour safe housing where the dogs and puppies are exercised and socialized. We're looking for kennels where dogs get to act like, well, dogs.
With the Huskies, as you noticed when we walked around, life's all about them, you know. They know that you've walked over there just to see them. This is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time and energy, and our hearts go into it.
Abby's Huskies enjoy these insulated dog houses, raised off the ground to protect the dogs from bugs and other pesky intruders. The Huskies can retreat to these stylish casitas during their playtime in the field. One of the most important factors for us in selecting our breeders is when they retire the adult dogs and what happens to them next.
Normally they retire at 5 to 6 years of age. They just spay and neuter them, and they keep them here because first and foremost they're their pets and they're attached.
What I would do at about 5 is spay or neuter, depending on male or female, and then start interviewing pet owners, and then the dog is gifted to them other than just the cost of the spay or the neuter.
Do our puppies receive medical attention? Each puppy we purchase is seen by a veterinarian typically at about 6 weeks old. Then again at approximately 8 weeks, when the puppy is issued a mandatory certificate of health so it can be transported to Arizona.
You make sure that they don't look ill, crashy, hypoglycemic, respiratory issues.
How are the puppies transported? A professional pet transport company delivers our puppies weekly in a state-of-the-art van designed and built with one thing in mind, the safety of the animals. First stop is here at our Phoenix Vet Center, where we are ready and waiting for the puppies to arrive with a veterinarian on hand to perform yet a third exam. Trained vet techs make sure the pups made the trip safely, take their temperature, record their weight and microchip number, and take their picture. We are fully equipped to care for any puppy's needs so they are happy and healthy when they get back on the truck for safe and deliberate delivery to their new temporary homes in one of our stores.
There's an absolute, very clear difference between the puppies that come from here and the puppies that are found elsewhere. Craigslist or backyard accidental breeders. One of the most, I think, impressive things about these puppies is that from a genetic line standpoint, they're fantastic. Their breeders have a standard, and that standard is very, very high. They oftentimes will become patients of mine, and when that happens, it's great because I get to see them for many, many years to come.
Do we socialize our puppies? While our puppies are waiting for their new homes, they enjoy tons of love and attention by shoppers, employees who take them out of their kennels daily for playtime, and even puppy parties. That's right. Our stores have weekly puppy parties like this one at our Paradise Valley Mall location. Here, twice a week, kids and adults line up for the 1-hour puppy parties when the puppies get to run around and play with each other and fascinated onlookers. The puppy's journey continues when pet lovers like John Feverly, in search of a specific puppy, visit our stores.
My boys wanted a puppy, and so we came to Puppies in Love to see what kind of puppies were here. We fell in love with 2 or 3 different puppies, and they decided to choose JoJo here. We were a little apprehensive because it was our first puppy for the family, and then we had JoJo come in to the training, and it really helped our whole family learn what the process was and make sure that she understood what her responsibilities were as a puppy, and more importantly, what our responsibilities were as owners.
The emotional bond that exists between a puppy and its new family is one of life's greatest experiences and one of our greatest pleasures, placing each of our special puppies in a loving lifetime home. So, do all of our puppies find homes? The answer is yes, they do. We care for every one of our puppies until we find it a home. We're committed to our puppies for life. That's why we established our Homes for Life program, to care for any puppy whose owner gives him back. You see, we mandate that buyers sign an agreement to bring the pet back to us at any time, at any age, if the union does not work out. During our more than 40 years surrounded by puppies and people who love them, we've seen firsthand the unconditional love and joy that puppies universally bring to so many lives, and they don't even have to try. That's why we treat them with the kindness and compassion that each one of them deserves. After all, what else on the planet gives 100% of its heart and soul to us and asks for nothing in return but love? Our puppies, our dogs, come first because we know there is no comfort like the cuddle of a puppy, no friend who will ever be as loyal, and nobody on this planet who will ever love you more than your dog.